Hello everybody! I hope each and every one of you find yourself doing well today. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. We are looking at another pairing of cities that are often compared. The clash of the music city and the live music capital of the world is the subject of today's video. We are going to overview Austin and Nashville and examine the nuances that make each city different and the similarities that attract so many to both of these destination cities. So, sit back, relax, and we'll go ahead and get started with Austin, Texas versus Nashville, Tennessee. The population of Austin isn't quite up to 1 million yet, but it's quickly approaching, whereas Nashville has about 700,000 residents. The metro sizes for both of these cities are around 2 million, with Austin still having a couple 100,000 more. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, Austin had the 5th highest population gain of any city in the country from 2010 to 2019. They have seen an increase in population primarily due to the quality of life and job potential. Austin's median income is $67,000, and their median home price is now about $427,000. While median home price is well above the national average, many people still find Austin to be a solid investment. Nashville residents aren't quite as wealthy on average, but their median home price is much closer to the national average, and over $100,000 cheaper than Austin. Plenty of people make money in the Nashville area, but they more likely live in Brentwood or Belmead or in the fastest growing cities in the Nashville metro area, Franklin or Murfreesboro. One benefit of living in either of these cities is that they have no state income taxes. The other taxes can be quite a bit spendy though. Austin's effective property tax rate is 65% higher than the national average, but Nashville's property taxes average 17% lower than the national average. If you live outside of these counties, you may be able to save quite a bit on property taxes too. Sales taxes in Nashville are over 9%. And Austin sales taxes start just over 8%. Both cities' high sales taxes are probably justifiable without any income taxes, but I am really concerned Austin is going to continue to raise their property taxes like other cities in Texas have due to fast growth. Earning potential is likely higher in Austin, but the cost of living is likely to be quite a bit lower in Nashville due to the lower housing costs and lower taxes. One thing many people don't know about Nashville is there are some really bad areas in the city. Their violent crime rate is 141% higher than the national average, and their property crime rates are over 50% higher. Now, there are places in Nashville that are pretty safe too, so definitely do your research. In Austin, their violent crime rate is only 10% higher than the national average, which is great for a city of its size. This is not to say everywhere in Austin is safe, but overall you are much safer here than in Nashville. But the property crime is a bit higher in Austin, so that's worth considering as well. Neither of these cities have weather that you would probably consider to be extreme. Austin is going to get more sun and less rain than Nashville. Nashville's going to get more snow and have a little bit cooler summers, but Nashville's winters are going to be a bit warmer as well. Now obviously weather preferences are really specific for certain people, but overall I'd say that neither one of these places are a bad choice when it comes to weather. Both Austin and Nashville are very diverse cities. Austin has a large portion of white and Hispanic residents, and a higher than average Asian population, whereas Nashville has a higher concentration of black and white residents. You are more likely to experience diversity in Austin than in Nashville. Austin has so many great places to experience different cultures, especially Hispanic. Nashville is a great place, but you're more likely to experience the music theme than experiencing myriads of differing racial cultures. Both of these cities have really great environments, but they may have a tendency to feel a bit touristy unless you're willing to travel outside of the main areas. Austin and Nashville are both capital cities, and you will feel somewhat of a political presence in both. While Texas and Tennessee are more conservative and went for President Trump, both of these cities are liberal. In the 2020 presidential election, Joe Biden defeated Donald Trump by healthy margins in both of these cities. Now, if this is a result that you are pleased with, these cities lean Democratic, and you'll likely be happy with local politics. But if you are conservative, I wouldn't discourage you from looking at these areas either. Outside of Nashville, you would have to travel about 3 hours to get to another county that voted for Biden in Tennessee. In Austin, there are counties east and west of the city that also voted for Trump. Whether you are liberal or conservative, both metro areas have a place for you, and in both areas you can find a diversity of thought. Both of these cities are known for their entertainment, and I wouldn't worry about finding things to do in either city. Music is obviously a big influence in both places, and you can find live music in restaurants, and nationwide music tours are pretty likely to stop by your city. In Austin, you may have to travel to San Antonio for some of these shows. Austin is home to the University of Texas, and Nashville is home to Vanderbilt University. Both are good schools, but the University of Texas stands out if you are looking for the best opportunity to watch collegiate sports, especially football, though Vanderbilt does well in both baseball and basketball. The Tennessee Titans are home to the only NFL, NBA, or MLB sports teams in either city, but both cities have MLS teams, and Nashville also has the Predators hockey team, so Nashville might get the edge when it comes to professional sports. One main difference between these two cities is the surrounding areas. Austin is within a few hours of several major cities like Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, and Fort Worth, whereas Nashville's closest major cities are Memphis, Louisville, and Atlanta. If you are looking at the major cities to road trip for entertainment and destination purposes, Austin is likely the winner. But when it comes to natural beauty, Nashville runs up the score. Austin does have the Texas Hill Country, the Hamilton Springs Pool, and some beautiful urban parks. However, Tennessee is one of the most naturally beautiful states in all of the country, whereas Texas has little to offer. In fact, Tennessee has many gorgeous state parks, neighbors many other great destinations, and also has the most visited national park in the entire country, only a few hours away. Alright, so when we put everything together, both places have great entertainment within their city, but if you are looking to travel locally, Tennessee offers better natural beauty, and Texas offers better urban travel opportunities. They both lean left politically and have no state income tax. Austin has seen more growth over the last decade, and they are a bigger city. Austin has more earning potential, less violent crime, and they get more sunshine. However, Nashville has a lower cost of living, much lower property taxes, and more snow. But they have high violent crime rates, lower earning potential, and higher sales tax. Overall, both Austin and Nashville are great places if you are thinking about moving or vacationing for that matter. This could be a home run if you're looking to move away from a bigger city with a fast pace of life, or if you feel like you've outgrown your small town roots and are looking for a place that grows up with you. Both Austin and Nashville have a lot of potential, and you will likely enjoy living in one of these great cities. Thanks for sticking around until the end. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor and like it down below. Subscribe if you want more content like this, or click one of the videos playing here on the end cards. If you have any questions, think I left something out, or have an idea for other cities to compare, comment down below and I'll do my best to respond. Well, thanks for spending part of your day with me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care.